Yeah, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Caller, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back on the test realm, and we're actually here to talk about test realm. So, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's just jump right into it. I saw this concern over the test realm type of matches for the Beastman Hunt. If you don't know, on test realm right now, they actually have Beastman Hunt, so you can check out all the types of new rewards and stuff like that. However, finding a match can be a little bit difficult. So, as you can see, I am the only player waiting in a queue. And my time is 12:01 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that and just talk about my thoughts on test realm, yada yada yada. The main jazz. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the prerequisites of test realm and actually how to get into it. Test realm has always been this type of premium service type of thing for a while now. I don't remember it ever being free. At least I can't remember myself, but they have this prerequisite. So if you have spent money recently on the game in like the last 30 days, or if you have an active membership, then you would be able to basically play the test realm and test out all the new upcoming stuff. However, since that is the prerequisite to downloading test realm, a lot of people might not be able to play that. A lot of people play this game without making the purchase in the last 30 days or having an active membership. I know I don't do that. I don't really buy that much stuff every 30 days or just buy into the game as much. The most I'll do is just buy a $5 1 month memberships, but that's the most I'll do. I kind of stopped buying crowns and opening up packs and the little loot boxes and the gacha. It kind of just got annoying at that point. But again, you have a lot of people in the community that are free to play players and that just generally do not want to have that prerequisite there. And I bet you if they did take that prerequisite off the test realm, I'm sure we would see a lot more people join in. Now obviously they would have to make way more realms than just 4, maybe give it 8 or maybe 12 to be exact. But again, you have this types of test realm service where you want feedback, but again, it's a paid service. This is only for people that got the money, right? It's only for people that got the money. And so let's go on to the step number 2, or just the second worry I know about test realm. Obviously, time zones or just the basic scheduling of test realm. I can't remember if this did happen, but I think I remember test realm happening on the weekends. Now obviously don't quote me on that. I'm kind of an old timer, so I don't remember fully, but I think I do remember test realm being on the weekend, but I can't remember that 100%, right? Now I'm fine with this being during the week, but sometimes, especially during the school hours or the school days or when everybody's working, I feel like a lot of people just generally do not have time to be playing the test realm for the full week, Monday through Friday, especially Monday. I would not want to play the test realm on a Monday. I just could never imagine. I don't know. I just cannot imagine playing this during the school days and then during work and a bunch of other stuff. And I know a lot of people are busy, I know a lot of people do have some free times on the weekends, but again, it really just depends on everybody's schedules and time zones and whatnot. A lot of people do live in Europe, or they might have different time zones, so they might get on later, they might not find players here, or you might see a lower player count during some certain hours, because that's when everybody's time zones are basically swapped and stuff like that. Like it could be 5 a.m. here, which I do stay up till 5 a.m. And then in Europe, it would be like near middle afternoon or morning, basically, There's that big type of hour difference with each of the countries. And so, again, you just might not see a lot of players playing test realm just because at what time they're available. And then the third option, of course, this is kind of the more obvious one. Test realm is just naturally barren, right? Test realm is just naturally empty. This isn't really anything new at all. This has kind of been happening in the game for years. However, for stuff like Beastman matches, it might be really hard to even get into some Beastman matches. I talked to my followers. Some of them have waited up to 2 hours and they still couldn't find a match. And so, you know, it kind of tells you what everybody's kind of like directions is. Now, the main part of this test realm, or the main part of test realms, is to obviously do the new quests, get the new spells, try out the new combat changes. Those are all highlighted in this update, and especially the new emojis. However, when it comes to events, I feel like not that many people actually do the events, especially on test realm. The only time I saw a large surplus of like people was when the developers themselves were saying that they were going to play with other people, and I played with a couple of them. I still got video clips of that, by the way. I still got some. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people would play more. The developers kind of encouraged it a little bit, because honestly, if there's not enough Beast Moon Hunt matches like starting, and if the community isn't really getting enough players to even start a match, then you're not really going to get much sufficient data on some of these new rewards and whatnot and all that stuff. And the thing is, with Beast Moon Hunt, all it takes is 12 players, right? That might seem small to, you, but 12 players to get in the queue is a long time, right? I mean, you get it's a 6v6 PvP match. Getting 12 players in the same queue is actually really difficult than you can imagine. I mean, sometimes it's even hard to get into some team-ups here and there. But again, I don't know what they're going to do about that. I don't think it's really a priority, or I don't really think it's a bother as much. But I know a lot of people are passionate about Beast Moon Hunt, and I don't know, it's just sad to see that like they can't even get into a match just due to the low population count in Test Realm overall. And like I said, Test Realm has always had a low population count. I mean, I would love for it to be a little bit more active and, support more. But again, it's just that prerequisite. That main prerequisite, though, I feel like is a lot of barrier for a lot of people. Oh, there's also another mention that people don't want to be spoiled. I don't know why. The test realm is kind of similar to like something as a beta. It's nothing compared to like data mining. Data miners and data leakers, they go into the files and they tell you stuff that is going to come in the future, right even before test run, right? They tell you all about the packs or the latest new spells or what's happening in whatever the files, right? Now that is something that a lot of people, I guess, wouldn't want to be spoiled. But test run, I feel like everybody talks about test run, or everybody should talk about test run. I mean, you're helping them kind of get feedback. This whole surprise mechanic thing, like, oh, I just want to wait till I'm surprised. I'm just sitting there like, but it's going to come either way. This isn't like a hack or anything. This is available for everyone. And I feel like a lot of people do have access to Test Realm. They have those prerequisite mets. However, they just do not want to play it in general. So, I don't know. They got to add a little bit more incentive for people to play Test Realm. Maybe provide some free crowns if you do participate in a test realm and provide feedback. Hey, maybe. Hey, I'm saying, would you play test realm for like free crowns, bro? Shoot, if it was like free, like 500 crowns, right? That would be enough to stitch and unstitch my gear. Like, I would literally play test realm for that and provide feedback. Like, honestly, free crowns is free. Like, free loot is free loot. I feel like if they add a little bit more incentive for people to play test realm, that would definitely cause a player surge. And again, they would probably have to add more realms and stuff like that, but it seems like a lot of work for them, so it doesn't bother me personally, but I know it does bother a lot of people that came and get a Beast Moon match. And again, you gotta get like 12 players for this instead of Beast Moon Monster Mayhem, which is only like 6 player queue times. But for Beast Moon Monster or Beast Moon Hunt, it's 12 players, and getting 12 players is actually really difficult. Especially on Live Realm, when you get to those late hours, not many people are doing these events. Some people just don't do this type of stuff, Some people just hang out in the commons and just chill out. But again, that's just my main opinion about everything. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again very soon. And until then, peace out.